Hi everyone, welcome to this installation guide for the FogHashing H200-S Hydro Cooling Suite. In this video, we'll walk you through the entire installation process step by step to help ensure safe, reliable, and efficient operation. Let's start by preparing the installation site. You'll receive two main packages, the rack and the dry cooler. Move them carefully to a flat, stable surface using a forklift to avoid impacts or tipping. Once unboxed, secure the rack's adjustable feet using the included M8 screws. Important notes: maintain at least 2 meters of clearance between the dry cooler and the rack. Make sure the dry cooler's air intake and exhaust are completely unobstructed. As soon as you receive your shipment, inspect the packaging for any damage. If you find any, report it immediately and document it for the carrier. Next, check that all included components are present and undamaged. Refer to the on-screen checklist. Next, let's connect the piping between the dry cooler and the rack. First, check the pressure gauge on the dry cooler. A reading above 0 confirms the system's initial integrity. Slowly open the air bleed valve to vent any residual gas. Once venting is complete, you can connect the piping. All DN50 sealing gaskets and clamps are pre-installed. Handle them carefully when disconnecting so you can reuse them. Connect the DN65 stainless steel corrugated pipes exactly as shown. Now, let's install the reservoir. Mount the reservoir in its designated position at the top of the rack using the pre-installed screws. Just reuse them directly. Connect the reservoir's outlet to the fill port on the top of the rack. At this stage, make sure all valves remain closed. Step 5. Important. Electrical work must be performed by a qualified electrician. First, ensure all circuit breakers are in the OFF position. Open the rear panel of the rack's electrical cabinet. The electrician will connect the main power cable to the system's main breaker and the dry cooler's fan power cables. Plug the Ethernet cable into any available switch port. Once all wiring is complete, close the main circuit breaker first, then any secondary breakers as needed. Now let's install the miners. Carefully slide the miners into their slots in the rack. Connect the coolant inlet and outlet hoses, matching the labeled ports. Open the corresponding inlet and outlet valves for each miner. Time to fill the system with coolant and remove trapped air. Ensure the main power is off before starting. 1. Open all 4 valves on the reservoir. 2. Using a pump, fill the reservoir from an external container until the liquid level stabilizes, approx 250 liters. This will gravity fill most of the system. 3. Reconfigure the reservoir connections as shown in the schematic to use the built-in pump. Four. Close the pump circuit breaker to start circulation. The liquid level will drop. Keep adding coolant to maintain the level. 5. Watch the dry cooler's bleed valve closely. Once you see a steady, bubble-free flow of coolant, close the bleed valve immediately. 6. Continue adding coolant until the reservoir level remains stable. 7. When done, turn off the system's main power supply. Next, connect each miner's power and network cables. Startup sequence. 1. Turn on the main power. 2. Turn on the fan circuit. 3. Turn on the pump circuit. Finally, power on the miners. Shutdown sequence is the reverse. Once started, follow your Antminer Hydro model's manual to configure mining pool settings. During initial operation, you might encounter these common issues. High temperature difference, delta T, could be due to pump running in reverse or excessive height difference between rack and dry cooler. Pipeline leak. Carefully inspect all pipe connections and valves. Low temperature protection. Error. If your miners fail to start in cold conditions, the new H200-S comes with a built-in bypass valve that lets you preheat the coolant using an external heater. Contact FogHashing if you need a heater. Once hardware setup is complete, let's look at the control system panel. You can customize the interface language and view real-time status for all loop components on the home screen. Click Settings to adjust the target temperature for your Antminer Hydro model. You can also view alarms, historical temperature charts, and other system details. That wraps up our installation guide for the FogHashing H200-S Hydro Cooling Suite. Ready to get yours? Visit the shop page on our official website. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more FogHashing product videos and technical guides. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.